that female celebrity suddenly walked right up to me, and I leaned in close to her ear and told her I had something important to discuss, and it would only take a minute. I guess since I was a father and didn't exactly look like a bad guy, she didn't hesitate to say yes and led me straight to her dressing room. Then this woman suddenly realized with a jolt of pure terror that the harmless-looking man standing right in front of her was actually the serial killer the cops had been hunting nonstop, the butcher. I pulled out my phone and showed her a live feed of a security camera, and I warned Lisa that if she even thought about tipping off the cops, I would remotely release a lethal gas that would kill that poor bastard in the video in 10 seconds flat. If she didn't want his blood on her hands, she was going to have to help me and my daughter slip right through the police dragnet. Staring at that helpless kid on the screen, Lisa had no choice but to nod. The second the concert let out, she got us into her private car and drove us clean out of the police cordon. Those cops were probably still checking every single person coming out of the venue, but they had no clue I was long gone. I was planning to have her drop me off at the next intersection, but that's when Lisa suddenly said she wanted to visit my daughter's place. The moment she said that, my daughter lit up like a Christmas tree. But me, I was not okay with it. But with my little girl standing right there, what was I supposed to do? I just let it happen. Before long, Lisa was walking right into my home, greeted at the door by my wife and my youngest boy. To make sure Lisa didn't try anything cute, I waited until the family was out of earshot and whispered to her to keep her mouth shut and play nice, or I would drop the hammer on that kid in the camera feed right then and there. During all the small talk that followed, Lisa kept circling back to all those rumors about the butcher, even mentioning how the cops had set up this massive trap for me at the concert and still somehow let me slip away. Watching her basically paint a target on my back with every word, I couldn't sit still any longer. I signaled to her that it was time to wrap this up. But wouldn't you know it, right at that moment, Lisa asked if she could play the piano one last time, like a farewell song for the family. And the whole time, I had that phone in my hand, using that boy's life as leverage to keep her in line. After she finished playing, Lisa said she wanted to take a photo with my daughter as a keepsake, but my girl couldn't find her phone anywhere. The next second, Lisa just snatched my phone right out of my hand, snapped a picture of herself with my daughter, and then bolted straight into the bathroom, locking the door behind her. She started yelling at the kid in the video feed, asking him where he was, but the kid had no idea either. All he could see through a crack in the door was a stone lion statue. The moment she had that piece of the puzzle, Lisa fired up a live stream and started begging everyone online to save that poor kid. It didn't take long for some random viewer to chime in and say there was a stone lion just like that right by his place. Lisa immediately told him to go get the boy. Then she shot a text to her driver and told him to call the cops. She could hear me going absolutely ballistic on the other side of the door, pounding on it like a madman, so she dropped the act and screamed at the top of her lungs that I was the butcher. But right after that shout, everything outside went dead quiet. Next thing she knew, I had my key in the lock and swung that bathroom door wide open. See, I had already locked my own family in a room upstairs. I grabbed my phone to check the feed, and what do you know? That kid was already gone. Someone had pulled him out. That sent me straight through the roof. I forced Lisa into the car, figuring I'd move her to a safer spot where we could finish this. But the second I opened the garage door, there they were. My whole damn family was blocking the driveway. Turns out they had shimmied down that big tree in the yard. Well, I wasn't about to do anything ugly right in front of my own wife and kids, so I just had to sit there and watch Lisa climb out of the car on her own, say her goodbyes to them, and walk away while I slowly lowered the garage door. It wasn't long before I heard sirens screaming from every direction. My house was completely surrounded, locked down tight. But me, I wasn't sweating it. I just started hauling all that junk out of the storage room and got ready to vanish through that secret passage.